No kids, no problems. The truth about retiring without children might surprise you. Let's chat about some real challenges and smart solutions. Are you wondering what it will mean to retire and have no kids? I am a 68 retiree and have no kids by choice. I made this decision as a 16-year-old and have never regretted it. Some people simply cannot make this choice. However, this chat is also for you on what it's like to live as a childless retiree. So today I'd like to have a wee chat about 5 challenges and some potential strategies for you to include as a retiree. Please stick to the end, as the last strategy just might surprise you. G'day, my name is Desley. If you're new, welcome. If you're a returning visitor, thank you for coming back. Grab a cuppa and feel free to stop and start this video as often as you like. Let's get into it. Challenge 1. Who will look out for you? Not having children can be a blessing in disguise. Many retirees think their adult children can look after them as they age in their retirement. However, their children might be busy and have lives of their own and families of their own, or not even live nearby. B, have very different ideas looking after their aging parents, and C, simply may not want to do so. Therefore, some retirees find they simply cannot rely on their adult children and become very disappointed as a result. So what to do when there is no family to rely on for support? If you have a partner, get up to speed re financial and other domestic matters. This may be a learning curve. However, if your partner passes away, it will lessen the learning curve that you will need to take when you're in the grieving process. Friends, if possible, develop a relatively close friendship to help you support in a range of different ways. Also, there are a range of government and community services, so become informed relevant services available to support you as you age in your retirement. Challenge 2, dealing with loneliness. Retirees can feel they are alone and that nobody really cares about them, even if they have family. This becomes especially poignant when there are celebratory events or friends who pass away or experiencing ongoing health issues. And it's really important that you realise that you are not alone. Some strategies is to remember you are not alone. There are always people around you, even if it's just chatting to the person down the street as you're doing your shopping, or chatting to your neighbour. Treat yourself to a to me, for me, from me present. Like every year, I save up for my birthday and Christmas especially to buy myself a special present or give myself a treat. Reach out to others. You may want to start a memory book or a journal, or maybe even a YouTube channel. Help others when and where you can and become a mentor or a volunteer. Where possible, enable close friends to participate in ways they feel they can with ongoing health issues. For example, when I had breast cancer, 2 of my work colleagues at the time who'd become friends helped me through that process by attending the different specialist appointments that I had to attend to give me that moral support. Talk to a solicitor and have a advanced care directive. This allows people or the health services to know what your preferences are for when you are very unwell. And also to have an enduring guardian. In Australia it's called enduring guardian. And I have 2 friends who listed as my enduring guardian that the health services can speak to for when I am not able to speak for myself because of being unwell. Challenge 3 is handling life's big decisions. This can range from where to live and when to make the move. This is a biggie. Shifting is always a biggie in life, and there's a lot of stress that can be revolve around it. You may want to stay in your own home that you've been in for a number of years, or you may want to downsize and live in a smaller home. Also, ongoing health and lifestyle decisions as we age, and whether we're mentally and emotionally competent to do so. This is a really big challenge, and one that I need to put into place due to living with a mental illness, that I am mentally and emotionally prepared and competent to make the decisions in my life that I need to do so. That doesn't mean that people intrude and make decisions on my behalf when I'm quite capable of doing that myself. And also, the challenge of handling life's big decisions is to what happens after we do depart for another dimension. So some potential ways of dealing with these challenges is ask yourself, who do I fully trust? Maybe even make a list of the pros and cons. For some people it's automatic that you want to trust them, but do you trust them fully to help you make these big life decisions? Now, some people, it might be it's not so much a matter of trust, it might be that they're living very busy lifestyles themselves, and so consequently they may not be the best person for you because of what they're dealing with. Like, I've got a good friend who, I really trust, and she helped me through the breast cancer situation that I have, and I'm glad to say I'm fine now, I'm cancer free. But life changes, and she's dealing now with her mum and being the carer for her mum. So I don't feel comfortable in asking her to help me deal with these big challenges in life when I know that her life is so busy with her own life and also caring for her aging mother. Develop a file of important documents and ensure you let somebody know where these documents are. I have a USB, and on that USB is a range of documents like different accounts, etc., and all like that, and account numbers, and that, so that when the time does come that I leave for another dimension, the executor of my will knows exactly where to go. I'll leave a link in the description of a document that I put together just basic information that people will need, your executor of your will need to know for when you pass away. Please ensure you have the following 4 legal documents. Your will. It's really important to have a will and to also ensure that it's regularly updated as required. You can make this as simple or as detailed as you like, depending on your situation. There are also different organisations that will give you a free will kit, particularly here in Aussie land, because it's so important to have a will, because otherwise everything just goes to the government. And in that will, you need an executor of your will. So that's somebody who's going to follow your wishes that you have outlined in your will. So it's important that the will gives enough detail for your executor to actually be able to follow your wishes. And as a friend of mine who is an executor of my will said, if it's not in the will, then I can't do it. So basically you need to make sure there's enough information for whoever the executor is of your will, so that it can be your wishes can be carried out. An appointment of enduring guardian, I've mentioned this just previously, is that 2 is best according to my solicitor, because if the health services can't get one, then they are able to get the other. And the enduring guardian makes the lifestyle decisions. They don't have the power over your money. That depends on you or the executor of your will, but they're able to help you with those big lifestyle decisions that you might need to know. Can you stay in your own home? What supports do you need to be able to stay in your own home? Or do you need to go to an aged care facility, and what that entails? And as I mentioned previously, have an advanced care directive so the health services know what your wishes are when you become very unwell. And this leads on to challenge 4. The world unfortunately has people who deliberately exploit retirees as they age, from online scams, fraud, and downright theft. So as stated, having all the relevant legal documents in place and in the hands of your solicitor helps you to guard your finances and lifestyle decisions. Set up automatic banking strategies for bills and payments. Never, ever ask someone to withdraw cash for you from your bank account. Scammers come in all shapes and sizes, especially online. Become informed and take the relevant steps to protect yourself. For example, have a wee look at the videos where I have a wee chat about Stay Safe Online for Seniors series. There's 3 videos in that series that you may want to have a look at to help you to become more computer savvy and internet safe and be able to stay safe online. No kids, no family. What's the point of leaving a legacy? Well, this could lead to the imposter syndrome. Who am I to be remembered? I'm just me, little Desley Casey, sitting in my little corner of the world in my lovely little house, and have, a nice small network of friends. But, life goes on. And so who am I to be remembered? And I had to get over that when I was developing my YouTube channel, because I was thinking, well, who am I? I'm not an expert in anybody. Well, the thing is, I am me. And hopefully I make a difference at least some of the time to some people's lives. And that's why it'd be nice to be remembered. And what do I want to see happen to my assets and finances after I leave for another dimension? This is really important because, and it takes a little bit of thinking as to what to do and what I want to see happen after I pass away. The point is, your life is of value, whether you live alone or whether you pass away. As in my video, Every Heartbeat Has a Story, creating a memory for both the present and the future is valuable to someone somewhere. And there's a lady, she's 92 years of age, her name is Lois Baird Rice, who has a YouTube channel, and you're never too old to start. So that's really important. Maybe by having a video journal or interviewing your friends and everybody, or having your friends interview you can leave your pearls of wisdom, because remember, you've lived life, you've had experiences, and you still have experiences, you're not dead yet, but when you do pass away, you've had experiences, you've lived life the best way that you can, and somebody will probably find that of value and what the wisdom that you have to pass along. Have a wee think about a charity or a person who could do with a leg up financially. So just because you live alone doesn't mean that you can't financially support somebody after you pass away to another dimension. So today we've had a wee chat about 5 common challenges and now at least 3 potential solutions to each of these challenges. From who will look out for you, you are not alone. Remember that. It's so important. You are not alone. As the saying goes, no man is an island. And this is so very, very true. We've also had a chat about your financial situation and dealing with potential scammers to leaving a legacy, whatever that legacy means to you. So please like this video and give it the thumbs up, and it's free to subscribe to my channel. What strategies do you use? Please leave a comment below the video. If you have any questions, ideas or suggestions, please don't hesitate to include in the comments section below. I regularly check the comments so I can respond to you. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day. Be kind to one another. Chat to you next week. Bye for now.